What's going on, adventurers? Vacay J, Sexy Secret Vacations. We're back here at the new, mind you, Sexy Secret Vacation headquarters. We've got a great episode for you today. I'm starting a new series of videos. It's going to be called Versus. We're going to kick it off with a bang.
You like it? I love it.
There's this big debate down there. It's always been a debate of whether Bar, which has this Blackbeards resort, or Sosua and all that has to offer, including the Ahnvee resort. Which one is going to reign supreme? We're going to compare them in a couple different categories, put them head to head. It's going to be a battle of the ages. Let's see who comes out on top. So I've broken it down to a couple different categories: beach, room, amenities, safety, sexy senoritas, distance from the airport, food, staff, and lastly, prices. You can't go on vacation without going to the beach.
Round 1.
So let's see how the beaches stack up in the different locations, the Ahnvee and Blackbeards. The Ahnvee obviously is located very close to Sosua Beach. So that's the beach I'm going to be taking into consideration when we're comparing the two. Now, Sosua Beach has a lot of different things going on. There's way more vendors there, way more restaurants, and way more girls. So if you're looking to pick up some sexy senoritas during the day at the beach, then the Ahnvee area, Sosua Beach, is going to be way preferable than Blackbeards. If you want to take a glass bottom boat, they also have that available at Sosua Beach. You're also going to have one of those like banana inflatable things. So basically in Sosua Beach, there's going to be a lot more activities that you can partake in if that's your kind of, that's your thing. If you wanted to get a massage at the beach, there are ladies walking around. You can check out one of my other videos and you can get massages right there on the beach. Now let's take a look at Blackbeards. Blackbeards, again, is located in Bar, so you're going to be going to Bar Beach. It is a small little walk from the resort, but it is very walkable. They have a few restaurants and bars on the beach there, but compared to Sosua, very, very little. Maybe like 2 or 3. But there are nice, quaint places that you can definitely check out. It's more of like a sleepy town type of feel, more laid back Caribbean type of feel than you're going to have at Sosua, where there's a lot of things going on. Blackbeards is also more relaxing. You might sacrifice the action, but you're going to have more of a relaxing day. So depending on what kind of person you are or what kind of vacation that you want to have, one place might be preferable over the other.
Round 2.
Sonic boom!
Stated both places both have different types of accommodations. If you're going to talk about Blackbeards, they have a basic room, they have a deluxe single, a regular single, a double suite room, and they have a couple of like the penthouse, and they also have a captain's quarters. The only 2 rooms I've ever stayed at is a single room, which is about $55, $60, and the double room. And the double room I highly recommend if you're traveling with another guy, because you get an extra fun activity room, like living room area that you see in one of my other videos. Check that other one out down in the channel section there, my review of the Blackbeards Resort. So you get that extra room just for free. So for $100, you get 2 rooms and you get the party room. And that comes in really handy because when Blackbeards closes, you always can move the party right into your hotel room. Let's talk about the Ahnvee. The Ahnvee has many different rooms there, and I think their cheapest room is about $100, and then it goes up from there. When I was stayed at the Ahnvee, I got a pool suite, and I think I came in right around about $110, $120. The rooms there are way more modern than they are at Blackbeards. Blackbeards has more of like a quaint little feel to it, more of a Caribbean type of feel, and the Ahnvee is a little bit more modern, like I said. The air conditioning at both places were very good. Unfortunately, when you see my Ahnvee review, you see my air conditioner was leaking down the wall a little bit. That kind of sucked. But, it still was cold, I guess, so we'll, give them a push on that.
Round 3.
Well done.
the Ahnvee and Blackbeards, the pool at the Ahnvee is quite a bit larger than the pool at Blackbeards. So size-wise, the Ahnvee definitely takes the cake. But as far as quality of pool, Blackbeards does have a volleyball net that you could put up, and we have had volleyball games there in the past, actually with the girls in the pool, so that could be super fun too. So both have their goods and bads as far as the pool goes. Blackbeards does have a jacuzzi. It's a really, really large jacuzzi, and if you want to take the ladies into the jacuzzi with you, it only costs $20. I'm not even sure if the Ahnvee has a jacuzzi. At the time that I stayed there, I did have a room that had sort of a pool inside of it, so I guess that could kind of double as a jacuzzi, but Blackbeards definitely, in my opinion, has the edge there a little bit. One question I get all the time with people that maybe have not traveled very much, and you want to know which place is safer. So the next category we're going to go to is safety.
Round 4. Test your might.
We're going to look at the Ahnvee Resort first. The Ahnvee, again, is located in Sosua, and you're going to be walking around, and there's going to be times where you're walking out different streets, going into bars and discos, all over Sosua. So as far as picking up girls and meeting girls and bringing girls back to your hotel, they are going to card the girls when they come back to your hotel because they have to be over 18 in order for them to spend some time with you. Obviously, as you're walking around and you're procuring all of these things, there is a possibility that certain situations could be a little bit more unsafe than others. You're walking around in another country, in the streets. I don't particularly think it's very unsafe, but of course you have to mention that you are doing this in that area, and if you're not familiar with the area, well, safety could be a little bit of a concern. Let's go over to Blackbeards now. At Blackbeards, obviously, they're bringing the girls to you. All right, there's, like I said, there's 2 different shifts, a night and a day shift. So everything there is very much like more of a controlled environment. So if we're thinking about just safety, if you're a venture out there and you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can go on a vacation like this, and you're worried, I'm not sure if I'm this type of person, Vacay J, you're very outgoing, maybe I'm not that outgoing, then Blackbeards might be the place you want to go. Like I said, it's a very controlled place. You get there at the airport, you go to Blackbeards, you check in, the girls are there. You don't have to even leave the resort the entire time. You could stay at the resort like a compound the entire vacation and never have to worry about safety.
Round 5. Finish her.
One of the categories I absolutely wanted to get to is quality of girls. All right, just because one place has more does not mean it's going to be better. More is not always better. In my opinion, it's always quality or quantity. Obviously, Sosua being a big town and the Ahnvee located in that town, you're going to have a way more bigger selection at the Ahnvee and around the Ahnvee in Sosua. Blackbeards is just Blackbeards there, and they have the girls come there for the day and night shift. But it's surprising to me, as more than anyone, is at Blackbeards, when I've stayed there, the quality of girls have always been very good. I've never been left wanting at Blackbeards. There's always been a girl that I found, very attractive that I wanted to get a session with. So they really do a good job at Blackbeards making their selections as far as allowing the girls to work there. So, it's kind of a push when it comes to the girls. It's all personal preference. So you might, I think I've seen more thicker girls in Sosua. So if you like a girl that's more on the thicker side, then that might be a place you want to go. In Blackbeards, they're more of like a regular girl next door type look. So personal preference might come into play there too.
Round 6.
Distance from the airport. When you arrive at POP Airport, when you drive out the Puerto Plata airport, you go right, you drive down, you can go to Blackbeards. You go left, you drive down, you can go to the Ahnvee and Sosua. Ahnvee and Sosua is approximately about 30 minutes away, and Blackbeards, the opposite direction, is approximately about 15 minutes or so. It doesn't mean whether you go to one or the other, you can't visit the other place. I do it all the time on my vacations. I'll stay at one place and stay at another, or if I'm even staying at one place and I want to drive to the other for the night, I can do it. But if you are dead set on going to one place and staying there, Blackbeards is closer to the airport than Sosua or the Ahnvee. So in distance, you'd have to give it to Blackbeards again, as in a convenience.
Round 7. Fire.
Food. Like I mentioned already, the food at different locations, you're going to have different selections. So in Sosua, there's way more restaurants than there at Costa and Bar at Blackbeards. The good part about Blackbeards, like I mentioned before, is that the restaurant has breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes when you're on vacation, you don't want to be worrying about where am I going here, where am I going there, I'm on this strict schedule, whatever. It's just one place, one stop. You're good to go. You eat, you can relax, you can, take in the beautiful tropical environment. Sosua, on the opposite hand, playing, devil's advocate here, you have all these selections. So you can walk around, check out different locations and restaurants. If you want to, do they have a Chinese place there, believe it or not. They have an Italian place. So they have different types of food.
Round 8. Outstanding.
Staff at both places. You want to make sure you get good service. I've had good service at both locations. Both places are excellent. The staff at the Ahnvee, very nice and welcoming, taking me to my room, checking me in. I didn't have any problems there. The same thing at Blackbeards. I've literally been there so many times. They have me like on a first name basis, so to speak, and the waitresses and the managers, and it's fantastic. So both places, people are totally friendly, so you can't go wrong. I've never had a bad experience as far as a angry staff member or something like that. So both are equal in that category.
Final round.
After evaluating all of these different things that both of the resorts have or don't have, in my opinion, I would still go with Blackbeards. Okay, so if you're going to the Dominican Republic and you're like, I only can visit one place, I can't do both, I only can do one, then I would choose Blackbeards. I think it's a very, very special place. I've always had a great time there. I've never had bad experiences there. The guys are cool, girls are great, the staff is great. So in this episode, we're going to have to crown Blackbeard's champion.
You win.
Of the day. Adventurers, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button like I said before. Also, Sexy Secret Vacations now has memberships. So some of the more extreme adventures, the more sexy senoritas, more action, more excitement is not on this part of the channel. It's on the membership side. So if you want a little bit more of an experience, a little bit more information, a little bit more raw, uncensored material, you gotta go over to the membership section of Sexy Secret Vacations. Thank you so much again. This video is over.
Finish him.